Good evening, guys. It's Captain Thief. Well, actually, it's probably more like Saturday morning for some of you, but the time zones are different, but time is still the same. Anyway, last time we finally unlocked Vampire, which is just most excellent, Not that I'm going right back in there with Vampire. I just want to look at it. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I wouldn't mind trying it out, but I'm already in a vicious dungeon mood. We'll give Vampire his due in a minute. Some of these items have been sitting in my guild bank waiting to be used for so long, and I intend on doing that. And next one, Naga City. Gotta beat it with 2 more classes. Already beat it with Paladin. Hard part about Naga City, you gotta beat 9 bosses, actually 10 bosses at the end. Tough stuff, and you don't get to use a deity for the first part of the dungeon unless you prep one, so good luck with that. What am I gonna do then? Well, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking indeed. We're going to go Gnome. And we're going to go Monk. I know, it's getting unconventional, isn't it? But this is an interesting combination. Avatar's Codex. Means that I'm mostly a mage. Even though I'm a monk, I'm mostly a mage. And, I'm going to get all the burn stacks. And I'm a gnome, so that way I can drink a lot of, mad potions or something. Let's continue on with this. In that case, I think a Schadenfreude matters the most, and perhaps something else that will help. I'm guessing Reflex Potion doesn't sound too bad, but I'm thinking Can of Whoop-Ass is probably the best, because we do have to fight a man made of meat down there at the end of the boss, and Whoop-Ass would just help a lot with that. So, hopefully this works out for me. We'll see. We'll see. As for what are we going, we're definitely kind of going with the Mage Slant. We're going to go with mana boosters. We're not really attacking, so I don't think the item here matters. In fact, we're probably not going to get one to save space because we're going to prep. Guess who? Where is he? Seriously. The altars all look the same to me, guys. Oh, Glowing Guardian. Okay. And the reason why I'm going with Glowing Guardian is because, well, my initial instinct was to go with Mystera, but then I was watching my earlier episode, 129 or so of this. I noticed that there are a lot of enemies with magic attack, and Mystera would not like me doing that. Or maybe it would just barely make sense. But in any case, I guess Glowing Guardian kind of works. I don't know. Either way, we can't get any deities unless we prep one, so yeah, that's totally a thing. Shop Scroll seems to make the most sense. I know I always go with it. The Apothecary is an interesting choice, but it only lets you get 1 of each potion. Or, you can't buy like 4 Schadenfreudes, otherwise that'd be really nice. So, Shop Scroll, why not? And hopefully we get the Soul Orb, because, there are burn snakes down there, burn vipers, whatever they're called, and they mana burn. And they will mana burn because, oh jeez. Okay, I've never played a gnome monk before, but nightmares, man. Okay, so everything should have Retaliate Fireball now, except, I need to find Fireball to begin with. That's not something I took into account. We'll get it. The Tri-Sword, that's not a bad item. Level 2, that's not too bad either. I'm thinking we're just going to start with Glowing Guardian now, because, the earlier the better. The earlier, the better. And let's go and try and oh, jeez. I think we may have already, slipped up here because there's just no way through. There's no way through, and there's nothing to do. Seriously. If I had a blue scroll, I could probably break my way around, but as it is, that's not the case. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to retire. I know, really sad, and we're just going to hit restart. Hopefully this works better this time. And hopefully that didn't cost me too much, gold. Oh, there's Burn Grass. Okay. I wasn't restarting just to get a good, start. I was restarting to get a possible start, okay? Huge difference. Fine sword. Okay. But we're not going for, a attacky kind of build. We're actually going for a magey-ish build. And the Avatar's Codex, if I need to, reiterate what that does, is plus 4 damage per level. So, double your burns, and it maximizes the burning stacks, but, the enemy gets Retaliate Fireball. So, that's totally a thing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just run the Squirgon out so we can get through. And I think I might just, you know, summon in all the level 1s here. In fact, we also want to find Glowing Guardian if possible. Let's see. Okay, that's great. That was a little risky for me to do that. Oh, hey, it's the Burn Viper. He's going to get to smack me, which means he's going to get to mana burn me. So, yeah, let's be careful of about that. Alright. I wouldn't mind if we're a monk and we're region fighting, this might be an interesting thought, especially since I don't care about the minus 10% damage. I mean, I'm mostly doing mage damage here, guys. So, let's see. Let's summon some more guys over here. You know, it kind of frees up space-ish. And I can summon one right here, too. That'd be fine. That'd be just fine. No one's going to yell at me for that. And, yes, more. I really wanted to go with Mistar because, you know, Mystic Balance would give me 5 MP burn drowses. That'd be pretty awesome. But, I don't know. I just didn't like the idea of making her mad too often, you know? Okay. And also, you know, Mistar would get me a lot more max MP too. I don't know what's up with the, what do you want to call it? Glowing Guardian thing not being here. But, why Monk? Why not anybody else? And to answer that question, it is because when the enemy retaliates on my fireball, they tend to be physical damage guys. Thingies. So, my Monk actually reduces that damage as the, you know, plate mail has proven before. So I could probably take on a level 2 pretty comfortably if it wasn't a Burn Viper. Cough, cough. And so, alright, pulled in all the level 1s there. Do I mind covering the plate mail with a level 1? Not really. There's a level 3 Burn Viper. That fixes everything. No, it doesn't. Okay, level 2 Snake. We're pretty much out of darkness, though. Usable darkness, that is. So this is a little bit worrisome. I mean, being able to burn them twice is pretty much the ticket here. I'm thinking. Okay, then. I might just have to drink a mana potion to get through this. I'm not proud of how this is going, but you know, it's how it is. So let's see. The first burn is actually going to do 8 damage. So I'm guessing it just... Yeah, okay. And then it's going to put 2 on top of that. So, yeah. Well, I need to be able to burn them 3 times then, don't I? Alrighty, alrighty. Give me a second. Let me look at these things again. Yeah, nothing too special there. Fine swords are great pickup for a monk. I kind of wish I had better luck with finding these level 2s when I began. Let me put it that way. Yeah. Let's just try and get through this. Yes, and that also means he gets to poison me. That's why I didn't attack the Burn Viper, because then he'll mana burn me, and that will mean, oh, crap for me. Okay. And I can just finish him with a physical attack, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And there we go. Okay. Things aren't looking too bad now. And I can probably take on a level 3, but I probably shouldn't take on a level 3. Except for, you know, the serpent, but I have to be careful about being poisoned. So let's have a look. 18 versus 18. Except this guy has magic attack, and that completely changes my strategy, so to speak. So one thing I can probably do is I can burn him twice, and then go get enough MP or something to, you know, finish him off with or something. So I think that might just be what we'll do. Let's go for it. And yeah, see, the burning stack's maxed instantly, which is going to make a huge difference when we get, you know, higher level. I can't burn him again yet. I'm not liking how this is turning out, but you know, I'm healing so much as a monk that it's okay. I can't just, you know, finish him off with the regular attack because he'd kill me. So, and now I can. So let's just do that. All right. This is an unconventional build, but You know, I'm kind of enjoying it. I actually heard about it on the Steam forums or somewhere, and you know, I'm digging it. Glowing Guardian, seriously, where are you? I might as well kill the snake because I'm going to level up, and that means awesome fun times for me. And you know, the poison will be cured. That's the main thing. Level 3, what do you do? You know what? I'm gonna hit him just so that he doesn't have my, you know, overhealth on him. And this is actually a really good pickup too, especially for monk, because you know monks are kings of region fighting. But everybody who retaliates should have. Gosh, I looked at the picture again. I was getting used to not looking at it. Anyone who retaliates fireballs, and you know, that's everybody, does their signature move too, and that means this guy's going to weakening blow me, which is not a fun thing. At least I can just one-shot this burn viper. Hahaha, I love it. Can I take on you? Well, that's interesting. That is quite interesting. And here's the fun part about it. Well, okay, never mind. It's not that fun. Okay, it is. I'm going to burn her twice, then grab 3, then I feel sick her, and I don't know. We'll just see how this goes, okay? Boom, boom, and then grab these 3. She's reduced her, you know, healing because of, what do you want to call it? Stuff. You know, on that note, if she goes up to 35, how much is this burn going to do? It says 24, but that's in addition to 6, so 30. So if I had 1 more MP without healing her at all, that would do it. But that's not going to do it. So let's just, you know, I feel sick her. There, 7 tiles. That works. I can grab 7 tiles. In fact, maybe I should just smack her. It's something. Yeah, I'll do that. And then smack her again? Sure. You know, we're going to save our MP for our next battle. Let's come over here. And she's pretty much out of it. Good. Alright. I wanted to find Glowing Guardian a lot earlier for, you know, piety's sake, but he was being kind of a jerk about it, so, you know, this whole thing is a little out of hand. And I did just fight a level 5 at level 3 pretty ruthlessly. Oh, jeez. Really? Really? Okay, I'm going to, you know, remove that from you. You don't get that. Okay, and he doesn't have magic attack, thankfully. Just 3 burns. In fact, you know, let's smack him again. No overhealth. Good. I know, that's kind of a little wasteful, but, you know, I'm going to deal with it. 50% physical resist helps a lot. There are magic attacking enemies here. Don't you worry. Okay. I think we're doing this pretty well. And then we'll burn them again. And then if I could just grab 2, but there's no way to grab 2. So we'll grab 3. Which is fine with me, actually. And then we can finish them off with a smack. Boom. Very nice, very nice. Maybe tempting to try and take on a burn viper, but only if I find the soul orb, guys. The soul orb is a huge boon that I need. Once again, I'm not sure when I'm going to squeeze down my items or which item. The advertised codex kind of makes sense to take out with me, but at the same time, I might just recycle it. You know, maybe I'll give up on my dreams of being a casting monk and go live in the countryside peacefully. Yeah, this guy's going to... Wait. Okay, for a minute there, I thought it was costing me 7 to burn to. I was just thinking, whoa, hang on now. That wasn't part of the deal. How many burns for you? 4? Maybe 3. Well, this kind of makes things interesting. Let's see how far we can go with this. And then grab 3 here. And another burn for her. Not too bad. It could be better. In fact, I probably should have used the MP to I feel sicker, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and I feel sicker then. I forgot all about that part of Glowing Guardian. Well, alright. Off to a great start then. And he took a lot of my health, actually. So, you know, thanks for that. and all her I feel sick is gone. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. You know, I don't go with Mistar for one reason, and then, you know, Glowing Guardian turns out to be the bane of the other reason. So let's just go ahead and finish her off. There we go. Not bad. +2? Okay, yeah, that was my first level up with Glowing Guardian. He gives you 0, I think, for your first level up. That's the penalty. Yeah, it's a pretty harsh penalty, if you ask me. Anyway, I wonder if that means I should... No, I'm not going to recycle I Feel Sick. I might convert out of Glowing Guardian once I get down the stairs, okay? So, we're actually kind of evenly matched here. Let's do it anyway. And then grab 3 squares here. Wow, that's 4 squares. And an overhealth stealing vampire jerk. Yeah. Then grab 3 squares here and here. And then we can finish him off. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And, you know, Glowing Guardian likes it when I, you know, kill something that's on fire. Which will happen a lot. Oh, Gooblobs. Those are, you know, they are the nemesis of a monk, but not a monk with an avatar's Codex. So, you know, we'll get to that in just a second. Alright. So, yeah. Looking pretty good for me. Don't mind saying so myself. Let's go and grab 3 squares here. And that's not going to put me over the edge, but this will. Okay, cool. And a level 7 snake. Yeah, sure. I think I'll just kill this guy. He might be blocking a whole lot of fun. Now, one thing I wish I could do is change the monk's, you know, double regeneration to, you know, stop doubling my health regeneration and just double my mana regeneration. That would be great. I wonder if the creators of this game are looking for any more ideas for things, even though it's kind of a mess to balance things when you add more things. But that would be something I'd add. So maybe a class that can, you know, double regenerate mana. Be kind of unbalanced, though, so, you know, we'll see. Alright, it does put me at a disadvantage for killing, say, a Burn Viper, though, because I can't just physical attack him and make him dead. Or he'll mana burn me. So, let's see. I think I'll kill this guy. Yeah. And then grab these 3 squares. Mostly for the mana reasons. And then I want to take on this level 7 sneakity snake. So let's see. Burn. Burn. Then we need to grab 3 more squares. Okay, there's 2 and then there's a 3rd. Not bad. If I went up here, that would grab 4. So we gotta be careful about these things, guys. Mage plate. Mage plate? You know, I'm actually, you know, all about the mage plate now. Give me a second, you know, let me get dressed. Okay. So let's see. He's pretty close to dead. I don't know how I'm gonna take this on though. Give me a sec. Dare I use a mana potion? I am a gnome. I'll get more. I gotta. Oh yeah, Glowing Guardian. You know, I haven't used anything that I haven't done anything with him yet. Ah well. I haven't bought anything is what I'm saying. All my piety has been going away thanks to you know, jerkishness. He's actually kind of being a albatross around my neck. Yeah, there. I said it. GG. Don't really want to waste a whole bunch of mana destroying this Gorgon, but I'll do it. I'll do it. We're looking for... Oh, it's the hood figure. Why does he have weakening blow? Well, anyway, in case you don't know, the hooded figure takes you to, you know, the next dungeon place, and it's awesome and fun. There's video games, and well, you get enslaved, and oh hey, a bounce dagger. Well, it does open up some opportunities here. Not a whole lot of them, though. Oh, right, the mage plate. Let's buy that before I forget. Okay. Not bad. I naturally 3 burn now, which is pretty good. Pretty good. If I can, I really want to get the soul orb. If it exists, please exist. Let's check out what's here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a little bit of extra magic to pull guys over there, I guess. Never know, it might help. And well, so far it hasn't. And now we're pulling in the level 5s. Okay, that's great. Rockheart, that's not really the build I'm going for. Come back when I'm a half dragon. And yeah, taking on a level 8, really tempting. I only really want to do it if well, for one, he's going to blink. Burn Vipers are one of my most hated enemies. I mean, not because I don't like them or anything. I mean, I'm sure they're great at parties, but they blink around and they mana burn and they have a lot of health for their level. Right? Is there another way I can compare it to? Oh, of course there isn't. If there was, I would be beating on it right now. So, what I do? I guess... yeah, it doesn't really make sense to buy the balance dagger at this point. That's 12 gold I won't see again. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Sidestep. What's down here? I'm not really sure. A whole bunch of plants. Okay, well, I'll come back when I need darkness, alright? I've had enough noobishness. Let's pull in some more guys over here, I guess. That's not too bad. You know, they might have been blocking ways, you know? You. I'll go first. Oh, that's right. He just poisoned me. Okay. Well, it's not like I'm region fighting a whole bunch. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me get... okay, that kind of changes things a bit. For the worse. So let's see. 3 burns. I can pull that off. And, you know, he won't live through it. Because I go first on the burn. It's kind of fun. It's funny to think about, but it's retaliate fireball, guys. Not I'm going to go first fireball. If I'm going to go first if you use fireball. And there we go, level up. I'm sorry, I'm just not really feeling it from Glowing Guardian. If I was going to do this over again, I would not take him. I'd go with Bizarre. I haven't killed that many magic users, I think. I assume that since the mana burning Burn Viper's mana burn, that they had magic attack, but they don't, so yeah. Alright, well, tell you what I'll do, Mr. Vampire. I'll burn you real good like that. And I'm level 7? I guess it does make sense to start going at level 8 or so, you know, this actually makes some sense. Alright, and then let's get 2 squares back. Okay, so we can 3 burn him, and each burn will have 14 extra damage. It's nice. This Avatar's Codex was an awesome pickup. That was quite a good run in the demonic library, if I may say so myself. Okay, we're getting more gold here. I'm at a crossroads, guys, because I want to, you know, pull in whatever level 7s might exist. But when you think about it, my damage, it completely relies on the darkness existing. So I'm a little worried about this whole thing. Well, let's just go down anyway. Of course. Of course. So, let's see, I'll just burn him. You know. Then get a whole bunch of health back. And, what's up here? Nothing? Okay, we're up to 18. Cool. I should be able to kill him. Should being the operative word. There we go. Alright, and we're really close to level 8. I'd feel better if we were level 8 and we were close to level 9. Oh, that's another thing, you know, there's a lot of popcorn to kill. But I'm actually really weak. Incredibly weak. I didn't even get hit by weakening blow yet. at all. Yeah. See, they retaliate with 50% of their attack, but then my 50% reduces that even further, so I'm just a wrecking machine. So let's see. I think what I'm going to do is... It doesn't make sense to really try and fight a burn viper. It just doesn't. So, let's see, what can I take with me? What will I take with me? Let's shrink whatever looks to be the most important, and let's just say that's burned raz. We'll just say. And now let's look at things that we're either gonna, recycle or really want to take with us. There's some darkness left to get 5 squares worth. I really might as well, kill who I can and try to get that, for the level up catapult. I'm going to fill up on mana when I go down to the sub-dungeon anyway. Do I have room for health potions? I do have room for health potions. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up now. I'm not going to be able to come back here, by the way, so whatever I'm going to recycle, I better recycle or buy or what have you. The Agnostic Scholar is interesting. There's a lot of altars down there to desecrate if I need to. Here's what I'm thinking about buying. I think I want to go with Absolution. But then again, he's going to fill my inventory with prayer beads. I really should have gone with Mystara, guys. Humility is interesting too. I mean... Actually, no, it isn't. That lowers my damage drastically, so I don't care for it. What else does he have? Cleansing. I'm doing magic attack as is. What was I thinking? Okay, Glowing Guardian is a terrible deity to prep for this. I'm sorry I did it. But, I did it. You guys. Acid and stuff. I think there's something down here, so I don't mind taking 1 acid to do so. Or to find out, at least. 2 acids, sure. Okay, then, what was down here? Besides, acid-eating plants. Alright. That's bad for me, because the corrosion comes after all the calculations, which is actually pretty bad for me. Okay. Well, let's, fight who we can. And there we go. Not bad. Got plenty of level 1s to level up off of, or to at least get close. I've already decided that I'm not going to be able to do stuff. Who's next? I can just kill him, yeah. And whoever I can just flat out kill, let's just flat out kill. There we go. It's not getting in closer. I'm not gonna, level up before going in there. I want to level up catapult whoever I'm gonna fight. Yes. So, sidestep. Wanna fight? I'm not using you anymore. Okay, that's giving me some piety. I'm approving of that. And that, I have a mana potion inventory now. Let's go ahead and take care of that. I might just take this with me. This too. Okay, then what else can I buy? Don't care. It helps my, current strategy. I think I might just go with it. 60% physical resist. Nothing to sneeze at. Since we're, majoring. Oh, do these stack? Let's buy it. Oh, sweet. I love it. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this run. Pretty good. Not awesomely good. And, let's see. Something or another. What would I recycle? I think I'd recycle Pissorf because my base damage is really low. So we're going to do that. Probably did that too early. I don't know. And we're going to buy the Tower Shield. Because the Fine Sword's fine, but we're not meleeing, guys. And we might as well grab this Darkness. And, you know, there's nothing else here unless I had, let me see. So, Bloody Sigil. That's an interesting buy. It's like buying half of a mana potion when you think about it for Gnome, if you're just going to recycle it, for 8 gold. So it's not really that good. Let's just go with this. Okay. 60% physical resist, as long as I don't get cursed. And let's go ahead and talk to this guy and go on down. Right? There's nothing else down here? Yeah. Okay. Take me away, you know. Yep. Let's go. Okay, this place, yeah. I'm not worried. Not worried one bit. I'm shaking my boots, guys. Prayer room, alright. Now, since I'm going to get plenty of darkness, I wonder if it's not a bad idea to just go ahead and prep my sidestep. And I did anyway, so, you know, let's just pretend it was a good idea. I think I'll leave this darkness here. I think the prayer room stays unilluminated. And let's see. I'm already going with Glowing Guardian. But I don't have enough money to turn it on, so we're going to just have to fight our first boss without any help from the Glowing Guardian. Emerge from the passage, blah blah blah. Tonight's first contender has arrived. He bellows, may combat begin. Alright. This guy mana burns me. And this guy has magic attack, and this guy has physical attack. Okay, so Frank the Zombie is probably my best bet here. The Soul Orb was a definite necessity. Let's put it that way. Oh, and of all 3 of these guys, only this guy can be affected by Venom because he's the only one that's not undead. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and just, you know, fight Frank the Zombie then. That's not too bad. I did a huge number of damage on him. I have to kind of walk around him annoyingly, though. I don't know if I'm doing enough damage to warrant striking him. I think I'll just, you know, fill up on magic. Or something. Boom. I mean, I do get a ton of health from the darkness, so I might as well try it. Okay, and then I'm going to keep him burned to keep the regen low. And I don't know. I think Frank the Zombie might warrant a Schadenfreude, actually. So, tell you what I'll do, Frank. Let's go ahead and grab 3 more. Yeah. And then I'm going to burn you, but first it's time for Schadenfreude. And we'll smack you, and then you'll smack me back, and I'll get all my MP back. And it will be beautiful, Frank. It'll be beautiful. Okay, he's getting low there. Quite low. I'm not feeling too good about either of these guys. Alright, well, now that I'm close to leveling, let's go ahead and, you know, level. Oh, hey, curse. Let's do it. I'm cursed, yes. But at least I can just, you know, kill this guy and not care. And now I can come back to Frank, see how he's doing, what he's been up to lately. And I think... oh, right. Glowing Guardian hates me for doing anything. Thanks, Glowing Guardian. I'm just going to spin my sidestep here. Because, you know, I don't have a brain. Oh, wait, I just found one. Okay. And now we need to get all our stuff back. Hey, how's it going? And this guy, level 5. Okay, it's not too bad. The popcorn will just, you know, continue to stack if I remember right. Okay, and this is where I'm going to get, you know, mana burned. So I guess the trick here is that I need as much max MP as possible. And then just, you know, go to town on him or something. So let's see, how hard are you hitting me? He's hitting me pretty hard, yeah. How many burns is that going to take? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. It's pretty heavy. I might as well check out Glowing Guardian. I don't know. I haven't really felt like buying anything from him, so I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. If I was going to get, one of these items, it'd probably be the keg. Or maybe the Amulet of Yendor. That'd be a nice, level up pick-me-up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Glowing Guardian's going to be mad at me for doing anything, pretty much, so I think the best thing I can do is probably convert out. Seriously. But to whom? I have no idea. I'm definitely going... I was Gnome. I'm a Gnome monk. Why on earth would I go with Glowing Guardian? Well, I thought I would just get a ton of piety and then come down here and then convert out. That was my original plan. Talrog, no, I'm casting too much. Though he's a lot less of a jerk than Glowing Guardian, I'll put it that way. I think I'd go with Mystara. It's going to require a bit of, usage. So, let's see. Thinking of what I need to do to get my enough piety or something. Okay. That I one-shot a serpent. That's great. That's cool. I approve of this, but I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I don't want to use up all my MP, so I think I'll just kill the serpent. And I'll just kill... Well, I'll greatly damage that guy. And then grab just 2 squares, and yeah, he's going to mana burn me. Okay, I got mana burned. I really don't want to get rid of my... I feel sick. I have better feelings about getting rid of my side. Oh, I have to get rid of something else? Tower shield? I have to get rid of something, something else so I can convert out of Glowing Guardian. I'm just trying to run on repair mode here. Okay, give me a second. I think it's the... I don't know. Let's make it I feel sick. There. There. Alright, now who are we converting to? I'm thinking Mystara. And let's convert. At least she won't hate me. And she can even get me flames, which is great. I'm mana burned, so let's go ahead and do this. And then burn him. And then do this again. Oh, right. She's going to hate me for getting mana burned. To be honest, I'm not really too sure about this run anymore, guys. So, let's just, go with it. And I'll go ahead and finish him off. Boom. Alright, not too bad. Not too shabby. I can even level up off of this guy. If I get enough magic or something. How much you hit me for? 67? Well, Mystara was definitely something to do when I could recycle all my glyphs, so I don't know. At least I have more money now. I'm sorry, guys. I thought this would be a cool little video, and I think it was. This definitely surprised me with its capabilities, but I don't know. Well, let's see. Do I really want to, level up Catapult with this guy? I have, let's see, 3, 6, 7, or 8. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it's 7. I'm not used to odd numbers being able to be divided. And the walls don't come back. Their darkness doesn't come back. I'm sorry, I'm kind of obsessive compulsive at the moment. I can just drink this and kill him. And then come back and fight him, I guess. Except, that doesn't really make sense. It would give me my health, yes, but what else? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy 1 magic. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I'll drink this. And Mystara didn't care that I did that. And then we'll just kill him. Yay, I guess. I need magic resist against these guys. That's what I need. So, I guess I'm going to drink health potions here. Hopefully this gets better. Thanks, Mistara. And then drink another. Not good enough. And then drink that. Okay. I probably should have Schadenfreude that last time. I don't know, guys. My attack bonus, not my attack bonus. At this moment, it will only increase my damage by 9 per burn, which is, you know, it's doing pretty good. 72 plus 18. That's 90 per burn, so 99 per burn. That'd put him in 4 burn territory total. Maybe I could just region fight him a bit. That's something to try. Especially since I get so much health out of this. 3 squares is more than I need for health, but less than I need for, you know, magic. Okay, I'm winning here. I probably didn't need to drink as much. I don't want to just fight him. And boom. In fact, I can't survive a hit from him. As scary as that is. I can survive his retaliatory hits, but nothing else. Alright, what did I tell you? The walls don't come back. Alright. Well, I think I want to get Mystic Balance when I can. When I safely can. Hi guys. He's going to curse me, which is kind of bad. Oh, and he's going to mana burn me too. I forgot about Tomothy Longdoll. Lord Gob. He's not so bad. I think Lord Gob's going to be one of the easier ones of the 3. I'll take him on first. Alright. And let's just, you know, kind of inspect things, I guess. Okay. Lord Gob. That 20% magic resist is not helping too much. But whatever. Let's just, you know, fight him. Burn. 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 Not bad. Not bad. I wonder if I should buy flames. Let's just keep going. And let's burn him again. Yeah. Alright. And I need 3 more. Yeah, that'll do. 116. I'll remember that. That's how much health he has right now. Let's grab 6 squares. Okay, so I'm gradually wearing him down. Not exactly something I want to do, to be honest. But it's what I'm doing, isn't it? Alright. Dare I use the Shen for it? I don't really want to. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smack him. And then grab some more. It's my way of getting a bit more, you know, damage in on this. And then we'll come back and we'll hit him again. And we'll have to grab some wall darkness, but, you know, we can beat him. Alright, fine. Fine. I'm winning by 1 health. Okay, well, let's win by 1 health then. Alright, we're doing good on money. Kind of. And we can probably level up Catapult at least one of these 2. I hate to use my wall darkness since it doesn't come back. How often are you going to tell them that, Captain? Well, as many times as I want. Let's see. I want to use my Whoop-Ass on him. So I'm going to do just that. Good amount of damage off of him. Pretty good. But before we do, let's, you know, stack everything in our favor that we can. No. I'm just grabbing wall darkness. No. I'm just grabbing wall darkness. What is so hard to understand about this? Okay. 3 burns. That's not too bad. Okay, let's take off his health. And he's barely doing any damage to me with his retaliatory jerkiness. I need some more darkness here. I also need, you know, to level up. That's not happening there. So let's see, what do I do then? I think I can probably Schadenfreude and just I got him halfway down, but a quarter of that, or half of my half was from the whoop-ass itself. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just messing around now, I think. Let's go ahead and get this Mystic Balance. Yay. And then we'll smack him. Actually, since he's going to retaliate, it doesn't really make sense to smack him. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, guys. Let's go ahead and do it anyway. Maybe we can level up from killing this guy. No? Can we get a little bit of health? Okay, if I can buy flames, I can't buy flames. I should have bought flames. Flames would have let me kill this guy in one fell swoop. Maybe this guy? Looking at it, no. That's going to get me to 36. I guess what I'll do then is just buy the Amulet of Yendor. Yeah, okay. And then we'll burn him as much as we can without getting ourselves killed, thank you. And I think I'm just going to kill this guy. Yes, that means a curse, but that also means a purse. And then we'll eat the Amulet of Yendor. Boom. Okay. This is a scary run, guys. But it's working out in the end. Okay. Kill him? I'm trying to think. Yeah, let's just kill him. Alright, now, I don't need to tell you guys that this would be a lot easier if I just had that, what do you call it? Soul Orb, but I don't, so... Yeah, there's nothing else I can say about it. Let's see. Do I have enough strength to... Nope, just barely. I barely don't. Okay. And my will I lose piety when Mystara sees how big of a jerk I am. Let's see. Maybe the answer is to go into one of these other altars and desecrate them. And then switch out of Mystara. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't want to pee off Binlor, because then he'll take all my physical resist away. Dracul, Glowing Guardian. Glowing Guardian means I won't have any of my inventory left, which means I'll have no tools left to do this with. Let's not go that route. I think peeing off this guy isn't too bad. He'll give the enemy's magic resist, yes. But, I don't know. I just don't know. So what I'm thinking that I want to do is I think I actually want to burn him. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I want to burn him. Minimize how much, gets taken away from me with mana burn. She didn't take that much away. In fact, she didn't take any away. I don't know if that might be a bug. But now we're going to buy the keg of mana. And we're going to use the keg of mana. And we're going to use the, one potion per kill him thing. Yeah. He'll take my MP, sure, but, that's fine with me. Now, if I can just strike this guy or something, that would be perfect. If I could just punch the wall here and make the, burns explode, that would be perfect. But that's not what's happening, so... Let's go ahead and burn this guy. There, he died. Cool. I'm mana burned. That's bad. That's really bad. Mystara, you really need a way for me to cure mana burn. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. And I'm poisoned too. This is over, guys. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. There's no way for me to level. That guy healed all his health back. I'm gonna lose my Avatar's Codex and I'm gonna have to pay money to take it back. Okay, first big problem, don't prep Glowing Guardian. Second big problem, really get that soul orb. I don't know if there's a way to improve my chances of getting it, but yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna die then. I'm sorry, just, you know, I know when I've lost. 45 minutes. Okay. Well, you know, it's an interesting new approach. I should probably try a different approach toward that if I'm going for Gorgon or whatever. I was hoping it would work, and indeed, you know, I knew there would be problems, I knew there would be challenges, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Captain Thief, trying new things and getting punished for it. Mostly by Going Guardian. I'll see you guys in the next one.